Alright, I wanted to do a somewhat short video, initial impressions video on the Gerber Bushcraft series. Not my favorite type of video, but before I make any changes, modifications, or use these, I wanted to show them as I receive them. Every once in a while I'll get people making comments saying that I'm showing a bias or favoritism for one brand or another. I paid for these. I have the Gerber Bushcraft Hatchet. This one is $55. It's 15 inches, 2 pound, 9 ounces. We'll take a look at that one. This is the Gerber Bushcraft Axe. This thing weighs in at 4 pounds, 15 ounces. It's almost a 5 pound axe. Bit heavy for its size. 26 inch length. This one is right at $75. So let's check these out. See what you're paying for. And maybe do a little comparison to the parent company offerings from Fiskars. Alright, let's get right into this. So, get rid of this junk. Like I said, this one is 15 inches, it's 2 pounds, 9 ounces. Comes with a sheath. The sheath actually isn't too bad. Sewn pretty decent, looks good. It's got these rivets. And it's got a little bit of like a plastic welt in there, so not bad. I guess the selling point on these is the little recessed area there. I'm not making any judgments until I use these. I will say it's very, very dull. Overall quality looks pretty good, not too bad. A bit heavy for its size. Like I said, what, 2 pounds, 9 ounces, I think? Bit of an odd angle for the handle, almost like a tactical axe, or maybe, if you squint hard enough, a carving style axe. Now, the other selling point on these is they're making a compartment in the handle here. See if I can get this open. So it fits pretty tight. That's not bad. Does it rattle? Not really. Again, I will update when I use these out in the field. Okay, well, there was some paperwork in there. So basically it looks like a mini Bic. Got an anti-theft device in there. And it does come with a little bit of, looks like some cheap paracord. So there is an O-ring on there. Alright. So that's the 15-inch hatchet. Interesting. It's got some rubber overmold on there for some grip. This comes in coyote brown and the gray. I went with the gray. Alright. Take a look at the axe. Basically the same thing, just much bigger and a lot heavier. Again, same sheath. It's actually not a bad sheath, to be honest. A lot of the factory sheaths are just absolute garbage. This one's, it's not bad. It serves its purpose. It's not too flimsy, and it's pretty secure. I've seen a lot worse. And again, we have the little bevel in here, whatever you want to call it. Supposed to make it chop better. Less friction when splitting. That's what they say. I'm holding judgment. So exactly the same design as the other one, just larger. And again, this one has a compartment in the handle. It'll be interesting to see if the performance justifies the price, because these are a bit more expensive than the Fiskars. Yeah, I bet we've got a little detent lock here. It's kind of a two-hand deal. That's not bad. Alright. Just more. Alright, so basically the same thing. You've got 2 compartments in this one. I don't have any mini Bic lighters, so I might have to go pick one up. So, again, we've got an O-ring there for retention and probably for watertight Alright, this one's got a little rattle to it. That could be obnoxious, possibly. Alright, so this one is very dull. The edge is actually somewhat rounded over. So again, that's why I'm doing these initial impressions. Yeah, 5 pounds. You can feel it. This thing is heavy for its size. So let's look at some competitive options from Fiskars real quick. 26-inch axe. What's the competitive option from Fiskars? I believe these are made in Vietnam, if I'm thinking right. So it'll be interesting to see how the steel holds up. Not saying they can't make something. I don't think I own an axe made in Vietnam. So here's a Fiskars X7. Very similar in size. I think it's a 24-inch. Pretty much same size blade. I actually really like the X7. To me, it feels a little more balanced. And the weight on the X7 is 3 pounds 6 ounces. So considerably lighter than the nearly 5 pounds. Alright. We also have the 28-inch chopping axe, which is basically the X7 with just a 28-inch handle. So we've got a little longer handle on the 28-inch chopping axe. There's the part number for anybody that's interested. Again, this one feels quite a bit more balanced than this. And the weight on the 28-inch is 3 pounds 9 ounces, so it's only 3 ounces heavier than the X7. Another competitive option could possibly be the X25. This is a 28-inch axe weighing in at 5 pounds 4 ounces, and this is the splitting head, the Fiskars splitting head. So about 5 ounces heavier for the splitting one. So this kind of splits the difference, I would say, between the X7 and the X25, basically. Prices are going to range. I've found these for 40-some bucks if you look hard enough. Every now and then. I know prices are all over the place right now. So yeah, $75 for this. I don't know. Alright, until I use it. Alright, this is where things get kind of interesting for me, as somebody who owns quite a few axes. Yeah, what are we at here? 2 pounds 7 ounces, they're about $55. Not much bigger than the X7. And just for reference, alright, just for reference, here's the Gerber branded Fiskars X7. Basically this exact same, just with green. So here's the N7. This is the wood-handled version of the Fiskars X7. And then this is the one that you see in that I see in the gardening department at most big box stores. Basically, it's just an all-black version of the X7 without the grippy handle. This one usually goes $28, $29, $29 to $31, $35-ish. The Gerber branded ones usually sell for a little bit more. I don't know why. They're exactly the same. And the N7, this one runs about $100 for the wood handle. So, you got some choices. This one's $54. Okay? As far as the X7s go, if you want something lighter, definitely those are the way to go, I think. Now, what else can this compare to? Here's a Gerber branded, I think it's the Freescape Hatchet. This is a 17-inch handle, and this one weighs in at 2 pounds 3.8 ounces. So, pretty close in weight. What was this one again? 2 pounds 7 ounces. So these are very, very similar in size and weight. This one's about $40. I think. And we also have, now this is the exact same as the X10, alright? Exact same thing, just the Gerber branded one. I don't actually have an X10. I have the N10 and I have the X11. So this is the next one, the X11. This one is 2 pounds 7 ounces, 17.5 inch handle. I would say very comparable in size. This one $40 to $50 thereabouts, 55 maybe. This is the little splitting axe. Now I will say, if I had to pick one Fiskars, this is probably the one I would pick. It can split pretty well, but it's just big enough to do a fairly large camp chore roll, but it's also small enough to where if you wanted to take it on a backpacking trip, I guess you could if you wanted to split a lot of wood. This to me is kind of the happy medium in the Fiskars world for just about anything you'd want to do. Not perfect, but a good jack of all trades. So these two probably compare pretty well. Price, weight, and we'll see about performance. So get a good look at this. Let me get my face out of there. The axe, super front heavy. Be interesting to see how people like this. Alright, so that's about it. I tried to keep this short, but with the way pricing is going on a lot of things, you might want to look around and look at your competitive options. I do not know, personally, what this is going to offer above, say, the X11. Like I said, this is one of my favorite small, well, I don't know, I guess my favorite Fiskars. And it's going to be pretty tough to beat. I mean, this thing's going to have to, what's it going to do that this doesn't do, even though this is a little heavier? Well, no, these are about the same weight, so we will have to see. Definitely going to have to sharpen these. That's, I guess, why I'm doing this video. And to be honest, for the price, the quality on the forging here, I guess you could call it, drop forge stamped, to me it doesn't hold up to the smooth, clean lines of the Fiskars. But I don't want to get too deep down the comparison. So, alright. Let me know what you think down below. And I'll see you in the next one. I really wanted to get this out because I'm planning, hopefully going on a trip pretty soon. And I think I'm going to take these just to test them out. And see how they do. Alright, see you in the next one.